you can make 30 bucks instead of just putting the incandescent light bulbs have become surprisingly valuable because those can make you pretty good money. I'm talking sometimes and my final item, and this is the craziest item that I learned about recently. Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Ramsey. If you're new here, I've been selling on eBay since 2012. I do this full time. I ship out hundreds of items around the world. And one of the questions I get asked the most is, what should I be looking for right now? Some of these things you probably walk past every single week at garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, even inside your own home. And let's talk about it. I know this one is going to sound a little crazy, but I wanted to start off with it. Old incandescent light bulbs have become surprisingly valuable because they're just getting harder to find. More people are switching back, complaining that LEDs give them headaches, they're too bright. Some people don't like the color of them, and new studies show they cause anxiety and all this stuff. Whatever the reason, they keep selling. People are actively buying old GE, Sylvania, Philips, and specialty light bulbs. You can easily find unopened packs at estate sales and garage sales. I see them all the time. They're usually placed anywhere from $1 to $3, so pick those up. Halloween is right around the corner, and every year around this time, horror starts picking up for me. I keep selling nonstop VHS horror movies. If you have apparel, I see so much apparel going out the door. DVDs, Blu-rays, box sets, Stephen King books, Goosebumps, anything Goosebumps always sells for me. If you have any old Halloween decorations lying around, personally, I sell horror movies throughout the year, but if you have some old horror stuff lying around, list them right now. These items aren't always the funnest to list, and it surprises a lot of people. Cleaning supplies actually sell fast and well online. Things to look out for right now that are selling: Lysol concentrates. I personally did not know this one, so I looked up more in depth for the video. This one is crazy, and I've seen them so many times at garage sales, and I've never picked them up. They sell from $30 to $40 to $60. Certain Febreze scents sell really well and really fast. You have the ones that are discontinued, of course, sell. You have summer scents coming up to fall. Also, if you have any holiday ones lying around like cranberry or any of that kind of stuff, or Christmas time. And the reason why people keep buying these things throughout the year is people become loyal to certain products. When a scent gets discontinued or formula changes, that person goes around looking online to see if they can find the same one. And let's not forget the economy right now. Some people are just looking for better deals on cleaners and sprays. Here's one category I have not personally sold any of just because I don't know much about it, but soccer jerseys continue getting hotter every year, especially right now with the World Cup. Vintage jerseys, World Cup jerseys, club teams, national teams, even youth sizes sell pretty well. Parents like to dress their kids up in their favorite teams. And don't forget the player's name on the back make a huge difference. I know nothing about soccer, aka football, so if you know this category, you may make good money. And while we're on the soccer jersey category, we're going to go to the next one, which is vintage clothing, something I just cannot get into. I just find it a little bit boring for me personally. I know it's one of the #1 selling items on eBay, Poshmark, all the places. Vintage clothing sells really well. I actually have big trash bags full of, motocross and not NASCAR, Harley Davidson clothing that I got at a storage auction a year or two ago. I just have not found time to list it. I just find clothing hard for me to do. But if you don't mind listing clothing, vintage clothing has been hot for years and it keeps getting hotter. A few examples to look out for are single stitch t-shirts, vintage Levi jeans, those are always selling. Levi denim jackets, those can make you pretty good money. I'm talking sometimes $200, $300 or more. Band t-shirts, old rock concert t-shirts, Harley Davidson style shirts like I talked about. And a lot of times military clothing sells really well. Some people make an entire living just on nothing but vintage clothes. And this category is a little surprising to some. It is video game boxes. I just sold this one today for about 140 bucks. When I say video game boxes, I literally mean there's no game inside, just the box. You'd be surprised how many people buy that. A lot of collectors out there have a good game, but not a good box, or vice versa, and they're looking for that better quality box and upgrade. And not even just collectors. I sell like crappier style boxes too. These are the ones I'm listing right now. Like if you can tell, this one is not in good condition, 20, 30 bucks. We have a hockey one. Sorry, the camera's going crazy on me. And we have a better condition Mortal Kombat. So just in general, game boxes sell for me multiple times per week. Don't forget, they're also buying from me manuals, maps, inserts, posters, anything that was in the original box. So my specific recommendation is if you have a game box with a whole bunch of stuff inside, like inserts and stuff, maybe see if the inserts will sell separately for more money. Sometimes somebody will buy that box for 20 bucks and then they'll buy an insert for $10. So you can make 30 bucks instead of just putting the insert in with the box and only making 20 bucks. And just because I showed you Nintendo items, don't think that's the only thing you should sell. Sega Genesis game boxes sell, N64 always sell. Remember this, sometimes those game boxes can actually be more money than the game itself. And this is another item I had no idea that sells this well. I was doing research for this video and I found out that graphing calculators sell crazy well. Texas Instruments, Casio, HP, these things sell year round, but back to school season is usually especially strong. Students would rather buy a used calculator than spend over $100 on a new one. A couple tips, always open the battery compartments, make sure there are no corrosion, test every button. If it works, chances are somebody's going to need it. Just like with clothing, I know this item sells a lot, but I just don't want to do it personally, but you may want to do it yourself, and it is golf clubs. People see these, they get intimidated by shipping them, but honestly, it's one of the easiest oversized items to actually ship. I've watched many videos on it. It doesn't seem hard at all. I have many products that are harder to ship than that. Brands like Ping, TaylorMade, Callaway, Titleist, Scotty Cameron, they can be worth some serious money. Each individual club sells. You don't always have to sell a complete set. I have picked up golf balls, and those can be pretty rare and super easy to ship, so look out for golf balls. I guess I'm just being lazy about golf clubs. I see them and think, oh God, that's heavy, all that stuff. I don't want to carry it in my car, it's hot outside, whatever it is. But if you want to make some money, that is definitely an option for you. If you watch this channel, you already know I absolutely love physical media. VHS, vinyl records, cassette tapes, 8-tracks, retro video games, DVDs, Blu-rays. Collectors are keeping this market alive. And what makes this category one of the best categories to get into right now is PlayStation just announced this week that they're going to get rid of all physical media in 2028. And Xbox has already pretty much announced the same thing. So what that pretty much means is all the retro games, all the video games, physical stuff, those are just going to be getting higher in value and harder to find. People like myself are old school and we like to have the old physical game in our hand, and all these online companies are taking the games off within a couple years. So real quick, let's say you buy a digital game through PlayStation or through Xbox, and 2 years later, they take that title down, you lost the title, you can't go back to it. Younger generations are starting to realize this, and it is a great time to get into this market. Stuff to look out for when it comes to VHS and vinyl. Make sure you look for limited editions, rare pressings, promo copies. When it comes to horror movies, unrated versions, anything that's still in the shrink. It doesn't have to be sealed, but if it's in the shrink, usually it's in better condition, and collectors want that better condition box. Most people still think physical media is dead, but is the complete opposite for me. I mean, if you can see, I have literally rows and rows of literally vinyl and VHS. That's all VHS. That's all VHS. And that is all VHS right there. And my final item, and this is the craziest item that I learned about recently, it is vintage crayons. Not just random used crayons, certain discontinued crayons. Older Crayola boxes, factory sets, these torch red crayons, they go for 70, 80 bucks for a single crayon sometimes. Absolutely nuts. Retired colors, and you can just type on eBay right now, retired crayon colors, and you'll see a ton of sold crayons that are freaking outlandish prices. Collectors buy them, teachers buy them, artists buy them. The older the Crayola is, the better chance of it being valuable. It's just one of those things nobody looks up, and I think somebody on Facebook or some group I'm in posted about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's no way this sells, you know, like a lot. And then I went to eBay to look it up and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, if I ever make a video, I'm going to put this in there. You know how many times I have passed up old crayons and Crayola boxes at garage sales and estate sales? You can get those so cheap. And if somebody's willing to pay 70 or 80 bucks for a certain color, if you can buy the whole freaking crayon box in an estate sale for 10 bucks, make your money back with just one color. I hope this list gave you a few new things to look for while you're out thrifting or doing garage sales. If you found something recently on eBay or at a garage sale that surprised you, let us know down below. I love hearing from the casual viewer and or just resellers to see what they're finding. If you could like or hype the video, I greatly appreciate it. If you want to see what I find next, what I sell next, make sure to follow me. Take care.